my name is Adrian Nonis and I'm an international student from Malaysia studying here at the University of Western Australia. Now before I get into this video, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my background so that hopefully this video makes more sense. I lived in both Malaysia and America. So I was born and raised in Malaysia, but I moved to America to finish my last few years of high school.
Say hi to Lexi. Hello.
I attended university there for a bit before quickly moving to Australia, which kind of explains why I low-key have an American accent. But I've been living in Australia, specifically Perth, for about 2.5 years now, and I must say that I've really grown to love this place. But if I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I really did not like it here when I first moved here. My first few months in Perth were honestly really crap, and I honestly just really regretted moving here because I was facing serious culture shock and I honestly just really didn't have many friends. So in this video, I want to share with you the 4 ways that I personally experienced culture shock so that hopefully you guys can better prepare yourselves to live your life here to the fullest. So the first thing you should know before moving here is that Australians love to party and drink. Moving to Australia made me realize how hard it is to avoid partying, which kind of just naturally made it hard to avoid drinking as well. Because like every form of leisure involves drinking of some sort. And to give you guys a better idea of this, let me just take you through like a week of a college student here at UWA. Every college student here knows that Wednesdays are the days that all the college students go to this bar called Captain Sterling. And then on Thursdays, all the students go to this club called the Avenue. And then Fridays and Saturdays are like days that people just go to the city to go to like different bars and stuff. And then Sunday again is known to be the day where everyone goes to the club Avenue. It's important to know this because you need to prepare yourself if maybe this is something you're not necessarily used to or you don't like. I know a lot of international students that just kind of hang around with other international students because of this big difference. But if you're coming to Australia to truly immerse yourself in the culture and to make friends with local Australians, then this is something that is going to be pretty hard to avoid. Now let me make it clear that I'm not saying that in order to fit into Australian culture you have to be able to party and you have to be able to drink. I'm telling you this because drinking and partying is literally a part of Australian culture, and you already need to be thinking of ways that you can maybe avoid this or adjust to this if this is something that's not for you. I think a huge reason the drinking and partying culture in Australia is so big is because of the fact that everything closes by 5 p.m. Because everything closes at 5 p.m, there's like literally nothing else to do except drink and party and go to clubs. Asia was huge on shopping malls, and most people kind of just hung out in shopping malls because that's where all the fun happened, like bowling alleys, the cinemas, the food places, the clothing stores, and all that kind of stuff. Also, if you're someone like me who absolutely loves snacking at night, then you're gonna seriously struggle because even all the food places closes by like 8 p.m, which literally only leaves like kebab shops open and McDonald's. This is a huge culture shock for me because prior to moving to Australia, most of like the fun things I did always happen at night, and obviously this isn't possible here. So yeah. It took me some time to realize that Australians love good banter. They're gonna swear at you and call you really rude things, and they're gonna stick a middle finger in your face occasionally, but this doesn't mean that they dislike you. In fact, if your Australian friend starts doing this to you, then it probably means that they like you. I remember it was my first year of uni and I was getting pretty close to this one guy, and it was kind of like in this phase where we still like weren't super close, and he used to greet me all the time by like sticking a middle finger in my face, and like he used to insult me so much. And I remember kind of just asking myself like, I don't know if he's joking or not, but I soon realized that it was just his strange way of showing affection. And it's literally my 3rd year now, and this is still a common thing. Now obviously there's a line between banter and just being plain out rude, but if you're planning to move here or if you're already here and you're experiencing this, then maybe have an open mind and take into consideration that some Australians mean well by insulting you. Something that took me by surprise when I moved here was how laid back the Australian culture was, which was like most evident for me between the relationships between like workers and bosses, or in my case, students and professors. In Australia, it's totally okay for you to call your professor by their first name. And even like in the work setting with my boss and everything, they in fact actually prefer you to call them by their first name, which I actually honestly really like because it kind of just removed the formality of things, which made things a lot less awkward.
What? Coming down.
What's up guys, welcome to class number 10. I'm here with the man Andrew. And in this week's episode, we are going to be teaching you about interview questionnaires. In Asia, calling someone by their first name, especially if they're older, is super rude. Even in America, when I lived there, I used to call all my professors by their last name, and it even took me a while to start calling my host family by their first name. And you can ask them this yourself if you know who they are. So if you're coming from Asia or a place where referring to an older person has like titles and stuff, then moving to Australia might need some getting used to. Anyway guys, these are my 4 main ways that I experienced culture shock moving here to Australia as an international student, especially as an Asian international student. So if you found this video helpful, then please hit that like button, please subscribe to this channel, and if you're already here and you relate to me, then also hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I actually just want to give a big thank you to everyone who comments on these videos and already likes these videos and subscribes and sends me DMs on Instagram and stuff, because honestly, like, you guys make it so much more easy to continue making videos. And yeah, I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys, and I'm really looking forward to this journey. And yeah, so I think this concludes the video, and I will see you guys next week.